When the classroom door slammed open, the room froze. A tall man in military boots stepped in, calm, silent, and radiating a kind of power that made even the teachers step back. His eyes, cold and sharp, locked onto the broken chair lying beside his daughter. The same chair those bullies had smashed over her back just minutes ago. No one dared to speak. The man slowly lifted the chair, his hands trembling, not with rage, but with heartbreak. "Who did this?" he asked softly. The silence in that room was louder than thunder. But let's rewind a bit to the day his daughter walked into this school for the first time, alone, hopeful, and just wanting to fit in. She didn't know this day would test everything she was made of and reveal who her father really was. Maya Johnson, 16, stepped off the yellow school bus, clutching her worn-out backpack and a small lunchbox her dad had packed for her. A peanut butter sandwich and a note that said, "Keep your head high, baby girl. You're stronger than you think." Her father, Marcus Johnson, had just returned from deployment overseas. A decorated army sergeant, he carried the discipline of war in his stride, but melted into a gentle father every time Maya smiled. They had just moved to a small suburban town where people weren't used to seeing a black family in their neighborhood or their school. Maya's heart pounded as she entered Ridgewood High. The hallways buzzed with laughter, gossip, and the rhythmic slamming of locker doors. Everyone seemed to belong somewhere, except her. At first, no one noticed her. But when she took a seat near the window, the whispers began. She knew. "She's from the city, right? Look at her shoes." And then came the smirks. At lunch, she sat alone. The group at the popular table, led by Amber, the cheerleader captain, and Jake, her football star boyfriend, glanced at Maya with those sharp, judging eyes that cut deeper than words. Amber tilted her head, fake smile plastered across her face. "Hey, new girl, wanna sit with us?" she said sweetly. Maya, surprised but hopeful, smiled. "Sure, thanks." But when she approached, Jake tripped her. Her tray went flying, food splattering across the floor. Laughter exploded from the table. Amber covered her mouth, pretending to gasp. "Oh no, careful, Maya!" "Floors can be tricky," the cafeteria roared. Maya's cheeks burned, her throat tight as tears formed. She wanted to run, but her father's words echoed in her head, "Keep your head high." So she picked up the mess quietly and left. That was the beginning. Days turned into weeks and the bullying got worse. Notes left in her locker, "Go back where you came from." Books thrown on the floor, sneers every time she spoke. Her only friend was Liam, a quiet boy who also didn't fit in. He'd lost his mom young and lived with his grandparents. He admired Maya's strength. One afternoon, he found her sitting by the bleachers, tears running down her face. "They'll get bored eventually," he said softly. "No, they won't," she replied. "People like them don't stop until someone makes them." She tried to stay strong. For her dad, who believed she was happy, every evening when he asked, "How was school, champ?" she smiled and said, "It was fine," because she didn't want to worry him. But the breaking point came one Friday, gym class. Coach left for a meeting, leaving the students unsupervised for a few minutes. Maya was alone in the locker room, changing quietly. Amber, Jake, and two others stormed in, laughing. Well, if it isn't Miss Tough Girl." Amber sneered. Maya grabbed her bag and tried to leave, but Jake blocked the door. "Oh, leaving so soon," he said, pushing her shoulder. Maya's voice shook. "Leave me alone." Amber smirked. "What are you gonna do? Cry to your daddy?" The others laughed. One boy, Tyler, picked up a folding chair and said, "Maybe she needs a seat." Before anyone could react, he swung it toward her. The metal hit her shoulder and back. She fell, gasping in pain, her breath cut short. Liam, hearing the commotion from the hallway, ran in and shouted, "Stop!" The bullies panicked and ran off, leaving Maya on the floor. He called the nurse and helped her up, but Maya could barely stand. Tears streamed down her face, not just from the pain, but from the humiliation, the fear, and the betrayal of a school that didn't protect her. The principal called her father. Marcus Johnson arrived 20 minutes later. The entire school seemed to stop moving when his truck pulled up. He stepped out, tall, muscular, wearing his military jacket, boots still dusty from the base. His expression was unreadable, but his eyes were blazing with controlled fury. He walked